Alright, hello again. We're back to do the racking and clearing of this and the racking and sweetening of this. As you can see, the Skeeter Pee's gotten quite clear. That's good. It's less chemicals we'll have to use to clear it. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and get started on the apple pie Cyser, getting that racked and put agents in it to cause it to clear. Agents called finding agents. I use cheetah sand and Cyser to get my meads and wines cleared, unless of course they clear naturally on their own. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we're going to wrap this into a new carboy, and we're going to go ahead and start sanitizing stuff. Get this sanitized, good and cleaned out. We will sanitize this. Sanitize this. The wrapping pan. This, of course, as I've always said, is Star San. Star San is my favorite sanitizer product. We'll go ahead and put this in here. Actually, no, we're not. First things first. Let's get once you've sanitized everything, just as a hint, put it on a nice clean surface, like a nice clean towel or something, so that it will maintain its sanitation. Speaking of equipment and sanitization, all the stuff that I buy, most of it anyways, comes from Homebrew, Ohio. And I have a link below where you can buy all the stuff you need to buy for them. I am an affiliate of them, and I do make a 8% commission off what they sell through my link. So, and over time, as months go by, I'll have discount codes and stuff like that. Right now, I don't have a discount code, sorry to say, but I will eventually. All right, so let's go ahead and lock everything together here. Okay, go ahead and get the tubing in place. Okay, down to the bottom of the other cardboard. Because why do you put it all the way to the bottom of the other cardboard? Because you don't want it splashing around and creating and sucking up oxygen, so that it creates oxidization and can turn this stuff into vinegar, which you can cook with, but I wouldn't advise drinking it. So today, I'm drinking out of my silver hand Mead glass, one of my favorites. And today I'm drinking my own personal recipe of blueberry mead. And it's really good. It's about a 10% ABV, maybe 9, I can't remember. Either way, it's really good. It's made with a pound of blueberries, no, 3 pounds of blueberries, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla extract. And it's really, really, really good. Maybe one day I'll show y'all how to make that. If anyone wants to see how to make that, make a comment, let me know. So I'm always happy to make whatever you guys would like to see, within reason. Okay, we'll settle this at the bottom here. We're trying to pick up as little least as possible, but we want as much of the must as we can possibly get. I'm not so much worried about the least right now. I'm going to be putting the clearing agents in, or finding agents, whichever you prefer to call them. And in that case, when that stuff will take, and it will cause a negative charge or a positive charge, I can't remember which, and it will make all the stuff, all the particles in the mead cling to it. And when it clings to it, it'll sink to the bottom, make it heavy and sink to the bottom, and it'll clear it up. And it'll be beautifully clear and taste great. I think the clearer a mead is, the better it tastes. We got a little lease on the bottom there, not bad. We'll set that aside for now. Alright, now we've got our apple pie Cyser by itself. So now we're going to take, and we're going to put, forgive me a second for a moment there, I have to look at my, put the Cyser in for an hour before we can put in the cheetah sand. And we're putting, for a gallon product, we're gonna put a half a teaspoon of Cyser and 2.5 teaspoons of the cheetah sand. And then when we come back next week, you'll see how clear it is. And I'll post tomorrow it'll really be clear. I'll post a Instagram picture. I'm at Grampy's Mead on Instagram. I'll post a Instagram picture showing you how clear it's gotten. All right, now we're gonna set a timer for an hour to get that going. All right, and timer set. Okay, we'll set this aside. And now we're gonna rack this into a bucket. 2.5 gallon bucket that I've already sanitized. And we're gonna work on, that thing's on tight. We're gonna work on back sweetening it. All right, let's get everything together here again. Set that up now. That's a sanitized bucket, by the way, that I have this sitting in. So just try and avoid it touching your clothing, so that you don't make a mess of it and it's not sanitized anymore. Alright, just tie the knot. So I'm going to put this in the bottom of the bucket. I don't want any oxidation again. And there we go. Now we're flowing. We'll get this racked over and then we'll start back sweetening it. The way we're going to back sweeten it is we're going to take some of this must and, well, we're actually going to take a hydrometer reading because I'm not sure, but it was bubbling the next day. I'm not sure if it was off-gassing or if it had continued to ferment. So we're going to find out once we get this racked. Ooh, this is nice and clear. We're not going to take any of the least at the bottom. We're going to lose some mead, unfortunately. Or not mead, I'm sorry. We're going to lose some of the Skeeter Pee, unfortunately. And the reason being is this stuff is already so nice and clear that I don't want to have to use chemicals in it if I don't have to. Oh yeah, that stuff is nice and clear. So I'm going to be really careful not to disturb the least on the bottom of the carboy here. We are going to touch the bottom, but only for long enough for it to suck up the remaining milk. Like right now, touching. Just don't move it, don't disturb it. And that's all you get. And that's because we don't want to pick up any of that. Oh, made a little bit of a mess, sorry. Lost some more meat, or Skeeter Pee. All right, that's done. Got that aside. Now we're gonna take this. I guess I should clean that mess up before it starts to get sticky. Which won't take long for it to do that. So let's clean that up, just to show you that it pays to be clean. This stuff will get sticky, it's all a mess, and cause you all sorts of problems. It attracts ants, other bugs. And we don't want those. Plus, you might track it into the house and cause the house floor to be sticky. And we're not doing that. Because we're good husbands and we try and look out for our wives and make sure that they are very, very happy, right? Right. Or vice versa. You're good wives and you look out for your husband and make sure they're happy. All right, that being said and cleaned up. What I use for cleanup is Lysol with hydrogen peroxide. Any product with hydrogen peroxide will eat up pretty much anything you got on the floor that'll bother you. All right, so now on to the carboy, onto the hydrometer reading. Always try and keep your hydrometer contained in its container because they are glass and easily breakable. Also, a good habit to keep is to have a spare one on hand because they're very easy to break. All right, so let's see. This has been sanitized already, by the way. Let's see what we have as far as specific gravity. All right. Excuse me. Let me wet my whistle a little. Okay. We are looking at doggone fan, I swear. Forms every time. It doesn't have a lot of carbon dioxide in it. Alright, so we're looking at, I have no idea what we're looking at. Come back around, or I'll come back around, I'll come around to it. So it is reading 0.998. So it did go down, just a hair. So let's take a look and let's figure out what we have here. Skeeter Pee. Last week it was 1.00. Today is the 25th, right? 26, sorry. And the gravity is 0.998. Which gives us an ABV we started at 1.068. Yes. 1.068 and we ended at 0.998. It gives us a final ABV of 9.19%. Okay. Gotta keep good records. That way if you find something you really like, you can come back and make it again. Alright, now, we know that. So, let's come around. And now we're gonna backsweeten. We're gonna get some of this into this bucket here, or bowl. We're going to need quite a bit because we want to get this back up to about 1.030, and that might take a bit of sugar. We're going to go a cup at a time though, and see what the first cup does, and then we'll pretty much know where to go to from there. So now, we're going to drop our pH strips, then we're going to put this in for 3 minutes. In that time, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So, I've been doing some calculating since I've been gone, and I think that it's going to take about 3 cups to get us up to where I want to be, which is 1.030. We're going to be very close. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, this is a half cup measurer, so there's half. There's 1, 2, and 3 cups. We've got that musk boiling, so we're gonna stir this up, try and dissolve it all in there. There's nothing worse than losing some of your sweetener at the bottom of the bucket. So that's 3 cups of sugar. I'm hoping that'll bring us up to 1.030, so 0.032 points. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hoping not to overshoot because I don't want it to be too sweet. I want it to be more lemonade-y than anything. You'll know when it's mixed in by the fact that you stop hearing that gritty sound at the bottom of the bucket. Oh, Lord have mercy. And he was deep. Alright. Starting to sound good and mixed in. Okay, so let's dry this off. It matters when we're using it again. Put this in. Get this mixed up. You just do it gently so you don't try and introduce any oxygen. You don't want to create a whirlpool. All right. Let's see where that gets us. I put away the hydrometer, don't know why. Just being OCD and trying to keep everything cleaned up. There. Let's sanitize it again. She was in her case. All right, cross your fingers for me here. I'm really hoping that this is exactly where I want it to be. I'll get as few suds as I can here. All right, let's see where we're at. Looks like we are at 1.030. Okay. Good. Let's take a taste. Nice and clear. Lemony aroma. That's really good. Alright, we'll make this again. Alright, so let's go ahead and rack it. I've already sterilized the carboy down here to put it in. Put everything together here. Set it at the bottom this time since it's not. Sometimes that can be a little tough. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now, we'll let this sit for another week and let it settle down some more. And then we'll come back next week. We will rack the apple pie Cyser and bottle it, and we will also rack and bottle the Skeeter Pee. We're not going to make anything new this week because so much going on, but week after next we'll probably make something new. I haven't decided on what yet. If you have any suggestions, feel free to make a comment and let me know. I'll be happy to do it. Or go to my Instagram page at Grampy's Mead and message me there. Happy to always try and make something new or something unique that you might think of. Okay. And this time we will tip the bucket because we want to get everything we can. Miss out on any of this good stuff. See, in situations like this, you can take it all the way down to the very bottom. Make sure your tube is empty before you pull it out. This in here. Set all this aside. Clean. Voila. Voila. Skeeter Pee. By next week it'll be nice and clear. Or clear enough. Then we'll bottle it. And take it from there. All right, so until next time, or next week, have a good week, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have a good week.